Hey everybody, it's the Pop Culture Philosophers here. I'm John Hammertime Holshoe. This is...
I'm Jelani Bullard.
And we just watched Logan. Call you Weapon X?
You call me Wolverine!
So we just watched Logan, the Wolverine film not confused with Logan's Roadhouse, the steak place. They have a movie coming out that's about steaks. I'm sure it's supposed to be great. But Logan, what'd you think of this movie, Jelani?
It's alright. I had my moments with it. It's a good farewell to the character of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
As Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's not...
Hugh Jackman
himself is alive and well.
He's fine. He's okay. But it's a good goodbye to him. And it's a good goodbye to the 20th Century Fox version of the X-Men. And it's poignant. It has its moments of good feelings and sadness at the same time. It's a measurement of both. I really like it.
Before I went and saw it, I heard from people that it was the greatest comic book film ever made. Do you believe that?
Dark Knight.
That's a rather high bar.
Dark
to set,
Knight
right?
for me is the greatest comic book ever.
Do you think it's the greatest X-Men film?
It's there's still X2. X2 still makes it for me. I mean, it's the greatest thing. Like, you want to see Wolverine pop his claws. You want to see Wolverine fight the bad guys the way he's supposed to.
In the comics.
Yeah, in the comics,
cutting people up, man.
Slicing
and dicing.
Slicing and dice. Sticky shit. And you want to see that. But this movie actually does it for you. It's the best version of it. It's the best version of Wolverine. But I still think X2 does it a little better. Because there's a backstory behind Wolverine. Wolverine in this movie is beaten and battered down. And he's not 100% himself.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
His healing factor is not where it's supposed to be. And... he's dealing with a lot of things in this movie. And because he's dealing with these things, it just makes the movie, it drags it down. Like, there's humongous action in the very beginning. It works out. And you're like, yes! He's schnick clawing, cutting up people. It's rated R the way it's supposed to be. And then it drags for about 45 minutes. There's dragging. See?
I know, we knocked over a Wolverine.
Even Wolverine's there's dragging a little bit. And then after that, there's furious action. And I love that portion where there's just action, drag, action. And it could be more. And it could be a lot of different things. And it's a good end to what the X-Men are. But, me personally, I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of Logan the way it's presented right now.
Okay, fair enough. I enjoyed the movie. I think the problem was that I think the bar was set too high. I think the greatest comic book films, I went in, best Wolverine film? Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Hugh Jackman do a great job? Yes. Is it sad? Does it hit you in the feels at certain points? Yes, it does. Not even my favorite X-Men film, though. I'd still say I enjoyed probably X2 and Days of Futures Past more.
Yes.
But I definitely enjoyed the film. I think it was a great film. Again, Hugh Jackman did such an amazing job. You look back when he was first cast, he's doing Wolverine, he's not short enough, or blah, blah, blah. He's really kind of embodied Wolverine. And he's done it for 17 years. He's done such a great job. I love Hugh Jackman. And this is somebody I've watched in other films that I don't think I would have given the time of day if I didn't see him as Wolverine in the first place. He's such a great actor, so it's sad to see him hang up the claws. If it will.
He shouldn't.
I did enjoy the movie. It is definitely graphic, and it's nice that you at least see Wolverine slice people the way you expect him to, because the problem I had with the X films previously is that he would slice up people and there's no blood. I'm like, that's impressive. But his claws, and his claws wouldn't even have blood on them, but I understand them not doing that because of the rating. So I still think they handled him pretty well in the other films, being that he had basically knives for hands like Freddy Krueger, and yet they still did it really well in the other films. So I give him props there, so I'm not bashing those films. But Logan, I did think it was fantastic. I just don't think it's the greatest comic book film ever. It is the best Wolverine film. It is a good ending note for him to end on Wolverine. So I agree with you there. You take away anything from the film?
It's dark. It's a dark film. And it's dark in a way where I assumed that it would be the end of this X-Men universe, because X-Men started in 2000.
Yeah.
And it was a Liberty Island, and it was that fight that signified apparently what the X-Men were in that universe. And if you look and watch just X-Men, you watch X-Men and then watch Logan, then you understand how the downfall started. And I love the story. I mean, it's a good story. You can't get away from it. The X-23, she's amazing. And she's
awesome.
One of my favorite characters like ever.
Yeah.
So it's a good play to that this is the future of the mutant race. And it's a good movie because of these factors. I mean, it's not just that. I mean, we're not going into plot because I don't want to go into too much and let you know, but X-23 is the best aspect of this film because she's the future.
Yeah, she steals the show, and she's awesome in it. She really is awesome in it. She's
amazing.
Yeah.
And Hugh Jackman, and by the way, and we've talked about X-Men Origins, and we've talked about other X-Men films, or, and Hugh Jackman is an excellent force being Wolverine. He really is. Even in X-Men Origins, he's the best thing about the movie.
Oh yeah, the films. Problems.
The films,
he's
there
great.
are problems, and he's great.
Yeah,
and he will always be that way. In 17 years of Hugh Jackman, and this being his swan song, it really makes it a great film.
Yeah, it's a good film, and it is dark. It definitely deals with the old Wolverine. He's losing his healing factor, and it's definitely a bit darker and it's slower paced, and it definitely deals with the family and togetherness and him wanting that.
A huge way.
Yeah, and I think it's a great film. I think it's worth seeing if you haven't seen it. I think it's again, like I said, the best Wolverine film. We did an Origins review. If you check that out on our YouTube, you'll see that. We've skipped over the Wolverine, but that's a better film by far.
It's better.
But Logan is the creme de la creme of Wolverine films. I think he did such a good job. I look forward to seeing what Hugh Jackman does next. Right. I don't think we're done with the X-Men franchise by Fox because they announced they're working on Supernova, which is the next X-Men film. And I think they've only one person announced they're going to be in it, which was young lady who plays...
What's her name in Game of Thrones?
Jean Grey, yeah.
Jean Grey.
She's the only one I'm for sure that was cast in it, but we'll see. So Fox isn't done, but again, they're going with the younger generation so they can skip over Wolverine. He's hard to replace, so maybe we won't have Wolverine anytime soon in the films. But a great film.
They'll have him.
Yeah, and I you do recommend it though, right?
Yes, I do.
Go
absolutely.
see it. Go see it on the big screen.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So
yes, absolutely. I would recommend this to friends and family. I mean, if you want to see the end of the X-Men universe that we've grown and loved, this is the movie you need to see. So I really recommend that.
I recommend it too. So 2 thumbs up here, or 4 thumbs up, I guess. We do have 4 hands total. Thanks for joining us. This has been Pop Culture Philosophers. You can check out a whole lot more on the website, www.popculturephilosophers.com. I've been John Hammertime Holshoe, and this is Jelani Bullard. Thanks for joining us.